the blessing is not in the chaff. The blessing is in the field. The fruit is just an expression or a manifestation of the blessing. That's why the Bible said in 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 10, he said he will give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. He's a stupid person that confuses the two. There is bread to eat, there is seed to sow. Are you hearing me? You know, when I was teaching my children to eat oranges, I had to tell them, you don't eat that seed. If you eat that seed, there will not be an orange somewhere. You might not be the farmer, but the fact remains that if you eat that seed, someday down the line, somewhere down the line, there will be no more oranges to eat. Someone hearing me? In the same way, that's why the Bible said, he said, now he that ministers seed to the sower. Look at that. He that ministers seed to the sower, both, meaning that is the same person, minister bread for your food and multiply your seed sown and increase the fruit of your righteousness. If your seed is not multiplied, your fruit cannot be increased. Okay? Now, this is what we need to understand. Most times when you pray to God for a harvest, what he does is he gives you a seed. The seed comes like an idea. You say, God, I'm praying for ₦1 million. The ₦1 million is already there. If he gives you the ₦1 million in cash, it's just jara. The real deal is the seed he placed in your hand. You know, the Bible said in the book of Malachi chapter 3 verse 10, when it was talking about the blessing of the tithe, he said, when you bring the tithe into the storehouse, he said, there will be meat in my house. He said, put me now here with, if I will not open you the windows of heaven, pour you out a blessing, pour you out an empowerment to prosper. You know, he said, if I won't pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. Now look at verse 11. All the things he promised there, he didn't give you the materiality of it. He said, I'll rebuke the devourer for your sakes. I'll create a conducive environment. He will not destroy the fruits of your ground. That's insurance. Neither shall your vine cast out fruit before the time in the field. As he said, I will give you back what you gave. No, he's never said it. He's saying, I'll give you an empowerment. I'll place a seed in your hands. Because the harvest he wants to give you. Now, give me Luke chapter 8. Give me Luke chapter 8. I want to show you something there. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now, you see, as powerful as the seed is, we must not miss the point. Let me balance it out. I said you have to recognize your seed, you have to qualify your soil, and then maximize your season. The Yoruba people have a saying, it means that you do things in the right season. The Bible said in the book of Zechariah chapter 10 verse 1, he said, ask ye of the Lord rain in the time of the latter rain. Don't ask him of rain when it is not the season of rain. It's a hard thing to do. Are you following me? There is a right season for everything. Solomon said in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 11, he said he made everything beautiful in its time. When rain begins to fall during Harmattan, it is a misnomer. You understand that? When rain falls on Christmas Day, it's the effect of climate change. It's not normal. You see here? Why? Because it's not a season of rain. Praise God forevermore. Luke chapter 8. Luke chapter 8 is the parable of the sower. You know, I'm sure even people who attended church last 15 years ago knows the parable of the sower. You know, it's one of those scriptures that I remember growing up, the first time I saw it in my Bible, I said, so this thing is inside Bible day. Praise God forevermore. You know, stories like the Good Samaritan, like the parable of the sower, you know. Now, this is the impact of Luke chapter 8. The soil impacts on the viability of the seed. You know, the Bible said the sower went out to sow. Okay, I know we are familiar with that story. When you get home, you can't read it. Now, he said the sower went out to sow. As he was going, some seed did what? They fell by the wayside. The same seed, though, by the same farmer. Some fell by the wayside. The birds of the air came, did what? They picked it up, they ate it. He said, while he was going, some fell amidst thorns. And then, no sooner did it germinate, and the thorns germinated too, and choked it up, and it didn't bring forth much fruit. Some fell on rocky soil, okay, and because it had not much earth, it sprung up fast. Everybody felt, oh man, this guy is going somewhere, and before you know what's happening, he died off. He said, and some fell on good ground. And even the one that fell on good ground, some brought forth 30%, some 60-fold, some 90-fold, and some 100-fold. Now that tells you something. It is the same seed with the same potential, but different results. So it means that you can carry a destiny idea as powerful as the sister seated beside you. And you may not get the same result commensurate with what she gets. What's the differential? The soil. In fact, if you ask me, the seed, you can only recognize your seed. And you can only recognize the season and maximize it because the season is not in your hand. The principal thing that is in your hand as a farmer is the soil, to qualify the soil. What do I mean by the soil? The soil is the environment in which you deploy your destiny idea. You know, the physical environment, the material environment, the spiritual environment, the social environment. You know, the kind of soil where you plant your seed determines your eventual harvest. A seed can fall by the wayside. It can fall by the wayside. And the birds of the air will come and carry it away. And you wonder, I mean, that thing is powerful. Why didn't it fly? You know, I remember I grew up with some people, and I always have that feeling when I'm in church. The same time when you guys were singing the other time. I know some folks who we started out at about the same time, gave our lives to Jesus Christ about the same time. You know, almost 30 years ago, we used to pray together, you know, we prayed together, we did a lot of stuff together. And I knew these guys can sing. My goodness. But you know, why are they not the Nathaniel Edward of today? Why aren't they the Lara George of today? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It is the same seed. Oh, he's been singing since primary 3. Save me the bullshit. Me too, I can sing until they stop me from singing anyway. Praise God. You know, you might not believe it, but I actually led the choir for 5 years. I'm telling you. No, I didn't have my voice so that, you know, I just led. You know what I mean? I led the choir. I didn't sing, you know. It wasn't my thing. Praise God. You know, because they told me they couldn't find the key on which I was singing on the keyboard. So I stopped singing. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so you don't come here and say, don't listen to the melody of my song. If it doesn't have melody, go and sit down. When it's time to preach, we'll call you. You don't need melody to preach. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you must sing, boy, you need melody. You understand what I'm saying? Now, but I know people like that I feel, man, they should be doing this. But where are they? those seeds are falling by the wayside. Some have maybe fallen amidst thorns and they're not here. In the same thing, I believe there is somebody here. God is saying the key to the explosion of your business is the soil. You have a powerful idea, you have a powerful concept, but the question is, check the soil. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Who are the people you do your business with? Where is the environment where you carry out your business? They are as important as the substance of what you do. In fact, it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me, that even in the ministry of Jesus Christ, there was a particular time.